don't make me get angry.
You already are. You don't give a f. I'm angry too. I'm upset. I'm hurt.
And male attention. And now that I no longer need either of those things, I am developing a new relationship with just...
I don't mind, because I'm guilty of that. I was more in the, that role than I was in the wife role. Because...
So imagine staying loyal to a man for 20 years through prison, fame, and scandals, only to have your entire world shattered by a cheating tape. And not just that, the side chick, she's out here crying on tape too. But wait, plot twist, she's not even the only one. And the woman Kevin Gates replaced Dreka with? She's got a reputation so wild, fans are questioning if this is real life or a messy movie script. Y'all, this is betrayal on a spiritual level, and it's about to get real dark, real fast, because what started as whispers about infidelity quickly spiraled into phone call leaks, TikTok stunts, full-on PR rollouts, and a woman scorned finally choosing herself. Buckle up, because Dreka Gates isn't just leaving Kevin. She's taking the receipts to court, and y'all, she's got the whole internet watching. Okay, so here's the tea. Dreka Gates, the woman who has literally been the backbone of Kevin Gates' entire career and spiritual journey, is finally done. Word on the street is that Dreka is ready to divorce Kevin for good, and the final straw? That explosive cheating tape that's been circulating online like wildfire. Now, this isn't just your regular he said, she said situation. We're talking about real proof, a whole recorded phone call, raw with emotion, that shows Kevin Gates cheating on his wife. And who leaked it? A woman named Persia, who claims to have been involved with Kevin behind the scenes. But y'all, let me just say, this isn't just about one affair. This is about years of deception, disrespect, and a man who seemed to believe he was too untouchable to get caught. And Persia? Sis came with rage, receipts, and a whole lot of heartbreak. The now viral phone call between Kevin and Persia.
I literally told you to just keep it real and tell me, like...
Well, if you feel like I lied to you, then fuck it. I don't even know why we talking. I'm tired of talking about the same...
Starts off tense. Like, from the jump, you can feel the hurt and anger bubbling over. Persia's voice is cracked with emotion as she confronts Kevin about lying to her and playing games. And Kevin, he's cold, dismissive, and straight up gaslighting her. He literally tells her, if you feel like I lied to you, then it, and then tries to act like he's the one who's been hurt. Sir, be so serious. Meanwhile, Persia's over here begging for honesty, and Kevin's basically telling her to deal with it. But let's be clear, Persia wasn't just hurt because Kevin was playing her. She was mad because he had publicly moved on with another woman. And that woman? Brittany Renner. Now this is where things go off the rails. Just days after the Persia call hit the internet, Kevin was spotted out booed up with none other than Brittany Renner. Yes, that Brittany Renner. The former Instagram model with a dating history that reads like a rapper's dream team. From PJ Washington to Drake, Lil Uzi Vert, James Harden, and even Shaq, Brittany's been linked to everyone. And y'all, her entire brand for years has been about owning her sexuality and living loud. But just before she popped up with Kevin, Brittany had started a full-blown rebrand. And it wasn't just a vibe shift. It was a spiritual reset. One day she's posting spicy outfit hauls, and the next, she's in a hijab talking about Islam, celibacy, and spiritual purification. And I mean, it was fast. She deleted old content, got sober, and told fans she no longer needed male validation. And yeah, at first it gave PR stunt, especially considering the timing. But here's the kicker. Right when she begins this spiritual shift, she pops up publicly with Kevin Gates, who himself is known for mixing spirituality with chaos. Now fans are asking, was Brittany's conversion real? Or was it just a strategic move to align with Kevin's whole spiritual lover boy aesthetic? People online started dragging her, saying she's trying to act holy while still chasing clout. And let's be honest, Kevin has a track record of using women's pain for content. The man literally sampled Persia's emotional breakdown in the intro of his new song. Yes, that same heartbreaking call, he chopped it up and used it in a track. The audacity! And then, Kevin drops a TikTok dressed to the nines, with Brittany Renner walking in beside him, flaunting a whole ring like it's a soft launch engagement. He even played Persia's audio at one of his live shows in front of a full crowd. Like, are we witnessing a midlife crisis, a marketing campaign, or both? Meanwhile, Dreka, the original ride or die, is out here.
I'm gonna say this now that I was guilty of being more in like the business manager role than wife role at times, because it's like at the end of the day, like,
takes a lot to say that.
quietly living her best life. Y'all, she's not just Kevin's ex-wife. She was his manager, his spiritual guide, and the mother of his kids. She literally helped build the Kevin Gates we know today. They met back in 2003, when he had nothing, and she stuck by him through thick and thin. Tours, jail time, label drama. She was there through it all. And for years, fans saw them as the power couple. But behind the scenes, things were falling apart. Dreka's even admitted she spent more time being Kevin's business manager than his wife, and that imbalance cost them everything. So when Kevin popped out with Britney, fans were devastated. Not just because it meant the end of an era, but because Dreka had sacrificed so much for a man who clearly didn't value her in the end. Now here's where it gets murky.
Because cheated on you with the trainer.
I never said that.
You said something about a trainer. We all know that she was supposed to cheat with the trainer.
No, that's what you let your mind think that she treated.
Rumors started flying that Dreka cheated with their personal trainer, and Kevin, being Kevin, never directly addressed it, but definitely implied it through lyrics. In Super General, he raps about a trainer invading his personal space, and fans put two and two together. But let's be real, even if Dreka did cheat, the amount of times Kevin publicly disrespected her far outweighs that one rumor. Fans were quick to say she was just matching energy, and honestly, who could blame her? So let's talk about what happened after the scandal exploded. Kevin Gates didn't take a moment to reflect, apologize, or even stay low-key. Nope, he went full speed into damage control, but in the most toxic way possible. Like, instead of owning up to cheating, gaslighting, and humiliating not one, but two women, he turned it into content. Yup, our guy took Persia's emotional breakdown and sampled it in a song. You heard that right? That same phone call where she's begging for honesty? Kevin put it at the start of a track, framing himself as the misunderstood victim of love. Like, is this a mixtape or a therapy session gone wrong? And just when fans thought it couldn't get more cringy, he takes it up a notch. Kevin posts a TikTok in a red suit looking like he's headed to the BET Awards. And guess who walks in with him like it's a music video? Brittany Renner. He pulls her in, sits her down at a candlelit table, and the same heartbreaking audio of Persia plays again. All for show. Let's be honest, if Kevin thought this was going to get him sympathy, he misread the room hard. Fans started dragging him immediately. One person tweeted, "From Dreka to Brittany Renner is the craziest downgrade I've ever seen." Another said, "Kevin Gates is literally weaponizing women's trauma and calling it art. This is villain behavior." And honestly, that's not even an exaggeration. Kevin has mastered the art of performing vulnerability while never actually being accountable. He dances around direct questions, flips the narrative, and lets fans fill in the blanks. Classic narcissist move. Remember when he went on Carisha Please and was asked if Dreka cheated with a trainer? Instead of answering clearly,
But you know now, I fell in love with you upon initial contact. You're the most beautiful woman in the world to me. The life for you. You lost your global phone.
he was all like, "I never said that, that's what y'all assumed." Bruh, the gaslight was practically blinding. At this point, fans are genuinely confused. Is Kevin in love? Is this a marketing campaign? Or is this just what a spiritual narcissist looks like during a midlife crisis? Cause what we're seeing is a man who went from heartbroken to hot mess overnight. He's launching songs, rebranding with Britney, pulling PR stunts, and calling it growth, while Dreka is out here just trying to breathe. And Britney, she's catching heat too. People aren't buying the whole purified soul act when she's riding shotgun in Kevin's emotional roller coaster. Some fans are even saying she's clout chasing with Quran quotes, and that her whole spiritual awakening was just a rebrand to secure a rapper. So where's Dreka in all this chaos? Honestly, thriving. She's been focusing on wellness, raising her kids, and tending her garden, literally and metaphorically. No clapbacks, no messy interviews, just peace plants and positive energy, and you can feel it. Her Instagram is calm, full of affirmations, healing vibes, and soft energy. She's not playing the victim. She's just showing people what real emotional freedom looks like. And fans? They're eating it up. One comment read, "She carried him for years, and now she's carrying herself." I love this for her. So let's call it what it is. Kevin Gates fumbled a woman who built him, and he's trying to spin it into a redemption arc using the pain of two women, Persia and Dreka, as plot devices. But fans are waking up. They see through the spiritual talk, the lyrical loopholes, and the staged TikToks. At the end of the day, Dreka didn't just walk away from Kevin. She walked away from the manipulation, the chaos, and the narcissism, disguised as enlightenment. And y'all, she's glowing. Meanwhile, Kevin is mixing heartbreak with delusion and calling it a rollout. So, What do y'all think? Was Dreka right to finally cut ties? Is Brittany Renner just the next chapter in Kevin's mess? Or are we witnessing a public meltdown in real time? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay locked. Cause baby, we're not done yet. I'll be back with more updates the moment Kevin drops another song featuring his ex's tears. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye.